pronouns, second, indefinite pronouns, third, relative pronouns, fourth, intensive pronouns, fifth, demonstrative pronouns, sixth, interrogative pronouns, seventh, reflexive pronouns. Personal pronouns are associated with particular person. Examples: I, me, he, she, it. I have covered all about them in the previous video. Please watch that video if you haven't. I have given the links here and in the description. Now let's look into another categories of pronouns. Indefinite pronouns. So what are indefinite pronouns? If there is a situation where you do not want to indicate exact person or place, you can use indefinite pronouns. Examples of them are anybody, anyone, nobody, every, all, some, enough, many, much. Now let's look into the sentence example of them. Somebody ate my sandwich. Here, somebody is an indefinite pronoun as no one knows the exact person who has ate the sandwich. Everyone says she is beautiful. Here, everyone is an indefinite pronoun as no one knows the exact person. We are using a general term everyone here. Does anyone knows what's happening here? Here, anyone is used as an indefinite pronoun as the person is asking in general to all. So remember, when you do not want to project any exact person or thing, they are used. Now let's look into next category of pronouns, relative pronouns. Now what are relative pronouns? They refer to nouns which are mentioned previously. They may be person, place, thing, or idea. They can be used to join two sentences. Examples of them are who, whom, which, whomsoever, whose. Now let's look into the sentence example of them. The cyclist who won the race trained hard. Here, who is referred for the cyclist again in the sentence. So, it is a relative pronoun. The police needed details that could help identify the robber. Here, that is used to join two sentences. So, it is a relative pronoun. This is the place where we met. Here, where is used in the continuation of sentence and joining two sentences. So, it is a relative pronoun. So, relative pronouns are used in place of nouns which were referred previously. Now, let's look into the next category of pronoun. Intensive pronouns. So what are intensive pronouns? They emphasizes on a noun or pronoun and provide more importance to a sentence. Examples of them are himself, herself, yourself, themselves, ourselves. Let's look into the sentence example of them. He himself is responsible for the situation. Here we are emphasizing on he, using himself, giving more importance to the sentence. Jennifer sewed her dress herself. Here, herself is used to address that she herself did it. We built a garden shed by ourselves. Here, ourself is used and it emphasizes on our own selves. So, intensive pronouns are used to emphasize a noun or pronouns. Now let's look into next pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. What are they? They are used to point something specific within a sentence. They represent a thing near or far in distance or time. These, that, these, those, such are the examples of demonstrative pronouns. Let's look into the sentence examples of them. This is a white cow. Here, this is used to point out the cow which is near. So it is a demonstrative pronoun. These are my books. Here, these is used to point out the collection of books. So it is a demonstrative pronoun. Such a pen costs 2 rupees. Here, such is used to point out a pen. So it is a demonstrative pronoun. So remember, demonstrative pronouns are used to point out something specific within a sentence. Now let's look into the next category of pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. They are used to begin a question. It is used to make asking question easy. Examples of them include what, which, who, whom and whose. Let's look into the sentence example of some of them. What do you want for dinner? Here, what is used to ask a question about asking for a dinner. Which color do you prefer? Here, which is used to ask for color preferences. Who is going to take out the trays? Here, who is used to ask a question. So remember that interrogative pronouns are used when asking questions. Now let's look into the last type of pronouns, reflexive pronouns. They are object pronouns that we use when the subject and object are the same noun. Now we have covered all about subject and object in our previous video. I have given the links here. You can check it out if you haven't already. So they are the ones that ends with self or selves. Examples of them are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. Let's look into the sentence example of some of them. I asked to myself to calm down. Here, both subject and object is I. So, myself is a reflexive pronoun. He baked the cake himself. Here, both subject and object is he. So, himself is a reflexive pronoun. You are too young to go out by yourself. Here, both subject and object are referred to you. So, yourselves is a reflexive pronoun. So, what we have learned in this video? We have covered all the types of pronouns here. Please see the table. Pause the video and check out the pronouns and the examples. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or suggestions,